good morning. Happy Tuesday. Back at it again in the grow tent. Welcome. All right. What a change in weather today. It is so cool outside. Definitely feel fall around the corner, and as a result, my environment is all messed up now. Good morning, Death. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for being here. We're Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Yeah. I'm all messed up because I worked all weekend on the tower. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. So running a little behind today. Didn't have time to schedule my live in advance, but I'm here and trying to keep things afloat. Been slammed with work this morning. Got caught up just in time for the stream. I'm honored, Death. I hope work is going well. It's never fun when you've got to cover someone else. You know what I mean? Good morning, Waffles. Thank you for being here. What is up, Corey? Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far. It's been a busy morning on this end. A lot going on. Trying to get things in the tent back under control after a little bit of a challenging week last week, as you guys know. So this week is just being kind to myself, but most importantly, being kind to my plants and getting things back under control. Gotta spray my seedlings. So I had a wonderful harvest last night. It was awesome. Okay, so first of all, I'm growing so many different pepper varieties. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm growing so many different spicy pepper varieties, and I've been kind of kicking myself for that because I have so many spicy varieties growing that are ready to harvest, and I have no clue other than hot sauce what to do with it all. And so yesterday I harvested a bunch of stuff. I filmed a bunch of content, and I actually did a store versus homegrown ancho poblano pepper taste test. And honestly, first of all, I'm so happy to report that the poblano peppers are not, mine are spicier than the store-bought, but even so, they're not spicy. I thought poblano peppers were supposed to be like jalapeno level, like pretty spicy. Good morning, Ray. Thank you for being here. So yeah, none of my neighbors tolerate the spice that high either, so I'm stuck with them. LOL. I'm sure you can make like a hot sauce or like a salsa. So I was looking up recipes because I had some overripe peaches. Good morning, Trin. And I was gonna do a peach and poblano salsa, smoked peach and poblano salsa. How awesome would that be? But then when I was looking up poblanos, one of the most additional recipes is tomatillos, poblanos, and tomatoes. And so that would be really cool to make a salsa with, and cilantro. Everything just from the garden. That was awesome. So that's going to be the plan in the near future. But anyways, I did the poblano store-bought versus homegrown taste test, and it was awesome. So I cut up the rest of the poblano, and I just had it on my salad yesterday. I also harvested my 2 large yellow bell peppers, and Wow. Wow. I couldn't stop holding this bell pepper. It was so large. Finally, the type of pepper I'm looking for. It had bad peel. It tasted like candy. Honestly, it was so freaking good. I also harvested 3 cucumbers last night. I was so excited. You guys know the challenges I've been having with cucumbers. So, you know, after a really tough week where I literally like cried all week long, it was really cool to some quality time with the garden and get a beautiful harvest, and almost like, you know, a pat on the back from the garden was my harvest. And thank you so much, Death. Salsa and hot sauces are the only I can think of. Maybe putting 1 small pepper in a dish, add spice. So there's also roasting your peppers. You can roast them, and depending on what type of pepper. So I know mole is like a Spanish or Mexican dish, and they use poblanos for that. So in my case, I can use my poblanos for that. But anything else you can do, like if you have jalapenos, you can make jalapeno poppers. The only thing is mine are so freaking spicy that I don't think they will be enjoyable. Even though I can handle my spice, I just don't think it'll be enjoyable. But I am gonna make poblano poppers. Now that my poblano peppers are a certain size, they're small for a poblano, but big enough for a popper. So gonna be making that. And then I harvested a bunch of tomatoes, Chinese 5-color peppers. What else? Oh, and I harvested my first salt and pepper cucumber, which was, well, I was going to say awesome. It's awesome that I harvested it, but I don't even know what I'm talking about because I haven't even tasted it yet. But I'm really excited about that. I actually harvested it a little too late. One that was growing in the second bucket system. We're only 5 weeks in with those plants, already harvested a fruit, which is crazy, but exciting. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. So last night, I harvested a bunch of lettuce from the tower. I had a huge salad with my bell pepper, my cucumbers, my tomatoes, my poblano pepper. It was very exciting. I don't think I've ever enjoyed and savored a salad more. Yeah, last night, this grow is definitely the most successful thus far. Just the amount that I've been harvesting and the frequency is, yeah, and if I can actually get things right the next run, because obviously there's always room for improvement, but if I can actually get things right the next run, I'm going to have food like crazy. It's going to be like a produce aisle or a produce section in my house, which is like, wow, that is so awesome. All I need is a couple cows and chickens out back and we good. So yeah, that'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. Today we are going to be topping peppers. I'm going to be topping the pepper plants that are in the second system. So normally I would prune my tomatoes today. They went through a lot last week with the nozzle issue, with the buckets, the watering issue, cutting the roots, putting in the foam collars, even though that was a couple of weeks ago. So I think I want to give them a little break this week just to kind of catch their breath. They are getting quite tall, so maybe we'll just take the height down. But yeah, it's also getting pretty humid in here, so I do have to be careful. But yeah, we've got some kind of nutrient deficiency happening here. I'm going to have to, we're also going to be giving the plants bloom today. So I gave CalMag, I fed them CalMag this morning. So I'm so behind on my nutrients. I haven't been feeding the plants properly. The water's been leaking. So every time I replenish the reservoir, I just replenish with water. I haven't been adding nutrients because I don't want lockout to occur if, you know, I put in CalMag and then things aren't getting watered properly and the CalMag just sits in the res, and then a couple hours later I add blooms. So I've been cautiously underfeeding them, and it shows. They're definitely having a hard time, that's for sure. So we're also going to be adding in some bloom, get these girls back on track. They're looking a little rough today, but they're still alive. What's up, the Wickershire Leaky? Is that my new nickname? I got a million leaks, so it's very fitting. All right, so we're gonna do a tent tour. I've got much less to show you than I normally do because, like I said, I had a wicked harvest last night. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's the best. I've never enjoyed produce more, you guys. And tonight I'm gonna try my new salt and pepper cucumber for the first time. I've never tried that variety. Apparently they're super tiny, super sweet, and super delicious. So yeah, guys, let's go around and do this tent tour. I'm gonna be doing myself as well because I haven't had much time this morning to assess garden and see what's happening. So we'll start with our seeds that we've germinated. We started these seeds, honestly, I don't even remember when. Was it last Thursday? Friday? I don't know. But they're all sprouting. And so once they get to a certain size, then we will uncover them and introduce oxygen. I should be introducing oxygen already. I think I may have also oversaturated the paper towel in fear of letting it dry out. And we've got our spaghetti squash that's coming along. So I made the decision that it's okay to do things like spaghetti squash or other plants that are going to go in the bucket system. I just have to start them in the tower and get them to a certain point or a certain growth stage in the tower, and then we can move them to the buckets where it'll be their final destination. So because I harvested all the rest of the herbs from the orange tower over the weekend, I haven't been harvesting anything from the yellow tower for the last couple of days. So we've got the parsley. It's giving the parsley an opportunity to grow back. I've also been monitoring just to see how the other plants are doing now that I've added them in. So I've got the mustard, which is doing well. Sage. Oh, this plant was already in here. Basil's doing okay. I gotta adjust the nutrients because we got some spotting. And then what else did I move here? I don't know. I feel like I moved something else. Oh yeah, dill. The dill is wah wah, but I have faith that it's gonna come back. We cut the roots, we gave it a root rinse, and I've got one little root growing there, so I don't know. Maybe it'll come, maybe not. I should have done a better job at taking care of it. And we've got the celosia, finally. After all freaking summer, now it decides to start flowering. Cool, cool, cool. So there's the yellow tower, and then the green tower. I harvested quite a bit of lettuce yesterday, and you can't even tell. So this is gonna be consumed over obviously the next month or so, and then hopefully by then I'll have the orange tower in action, ready to go. Oh my gosh, but I had some of this chicory last night. It was so good, and I'm really excited to try the blushed butter oak lettuce soon. It's finally starting to get its color, which is awesome. The buckets, so yeah, tomatoes, I mean, they're not doing horrible. They're actually doing quite well considering, but now that, you know, kind of a perfectionist, I'm concerned about the leaves. Some of the leaves are looking a little rough. I don't explain it. More so on the other side, and it could be because they're just not getting light on the other side, because these ones look fine. Good afternoon, Mia. Thank you for being here. But yeah, we've got so many flowers, so if I could ship you guys tomatoes, I would. But check this out. We got just so many tomatoes happening right here, guys, which is very exciting. Again, this is like the most, so I believe I'm admitting this, but everything that I've harvested so far combined this run is more than I've ever harvested since I started this journey, period. So obviously, not only is this the best run, but everything I've harvested more than both other previous runs combined, which is kind of crazy, but it means we're learning and obviously we're getting somewhere. Soft strawberries, leaf not kicking, temps over 86, both pH and a certain EC level. Yes, so if it's too hot, I know. I hope I didn't offend Pro Pyro. Yesterday he said, oh, you didn't say good morning to me, and I did, but maybe the stream froze. So Pro Pyro, I apologize. I don't know if I upset you or not, but anyways, it's all good. I'm sure he's just got stuff going on, but it's all good. So yeah, I know that it's because it's too hot in here and the humidity is too high, and so that makes for soft strawberries, unfortunately, but we're gonna figure it out. I've got to get them out of that area anyways, so that's gonna be a plan for this week. Anyways, so yeah, tomatoes are doing great. I'm really excited. You can just see in this shot here how many flowers are popping up. So there's going to be an abundance. If anybody's in the GTA and wants some tomatoes, holler. Just kidding. Definitely going to be eating all of them. Will not spare any. So I took the zip tie off my plant. Now that I harvested the peppers, they're not falling over anymore. And we've got some new ones on the way. We've got 2 new ones down there. And oh wow, we got a nice one growing here. Oh, and a cute little baby. Aww. I love new growth, you guys. It's so exciting. I know, Death. You know what? As you guys get to know me, I'm a really anxious person and an overthinker, and I think that everybody's mad at me. Like, I always think that everybody's mad at me. Even people that I don't even really know, I'm like, oh God, they must be mad at me. It's like, I clue in that not everything's about me, unfortunately. Anyways, moving along. Are we out of water already? Oh no. Don't tell me we've got another issue. Oh boy. Alright, I'll have to wait for that to come back on, but looks like I might have a watering issue, which is freaking awesome. We love that. Anyways, so yeah, jalapenos, I finally harvested the red one, but now I've got another one turning colors. So yeah, we've got a lot of jalapenos, and I was actually looking up this recipe. Death, if you have a surplus of jalapeno, look up cowboy candy. It's sugar and apple vinegar, and I think you quickly boil your jalapenos in that mixture for a minute, put it in a jar, and add the mixture over the jalapenos, and it's like a sweet pickle brine. It's supposedly really, really good. So yeah, it looks like we've got some underwatering happening, which is obvious because something wrong with my misting nozzles, so I'll have to figure that out. We've got our little habanero pepper in here. We're gonna have to get this area cleaned up a bit. I'm actually going to be repotting these. I don't think they like the hydroclay too much, and so yeah. And then the Chinese 5-color peppers. This plant is just, honestly, it's massive. I've got 2 of them, and I mean, you guys know this one's like a freaking tree, and so I've been harvesting from it every day, and I've been cutting up like little slices of the pepper and just putting it in my ground beef or my meat or whatever I'm having, like the dish, as a seasoning, rather than adding like pepper or spice. This is the way I implement the spice, and they look so pretty and so cool. I'm obsessed. And then I've got our strawberry plant, which she's struggling. We've got to get this watering under control. So many strawberries, so many little babies growing. Got a couple over here. I wonder, oh, they're still soft, but not as soft. Joseph says, my little sweet pepper plant has been stuck in a small size for weeks. Are you adding calcium, CalMag? Are you watering enough? Are you growing outdoors or indoors? I've got so many questions. But yeah, it could be many things. The one thing I've noticed is with my pepper plant, they stay small for a really long time. It's usually a nutrient deficiency. Typically it can be calcium, but that's just based on my experience because I didn't use it in the beginning. And so it could be, you try different things. So like, do you have any markings on the leaves or anything that would indicate the deficiency? See, look, I've got something weird going on with my flower plants now because I haven't added bloom in a while. So we got to get that. We got to get that in the system today because they're clearly nutrient deficient. And then the dahlia plants are just massive, but they have not started flowering. Oh, wait. No, I thought we had our first bud. Not yet. Soon. Maybe soon. And then the watermelon, still growing, still coming along. But yeah, we'll see how that does. Honestly, I got to figure out this watering stuff, and I need to do a better job at researching what everything needs at this point in their growth stage, because I don't think I'm doing a very good job right now. I mean, look at my cucumber plant. Clearly it's deficient in something. I think this is calcium when you see like it's almost like bleach speckles. But yeah, so in my experience, that's CalMag, but we'll see. So whatever's happening here is also happening here. So I think we've got to get that in there. And yeah, so that's the first bucket system. The zinnias are kind of growing like crazy, even though, or despite the nutrient deficiency. What's up, Kiash? Thank you for being here. And Joseph says, we'll try boosting the calcium. Thanks. Overall, it looks really well, but the size has not changed in a good while. Yeah, it could be calcium. That's what happened to mine. And then as soon as I added it, but start off slow. Don't add much. You can always add more, but you can't take away, right? So start off slow. Don't shock your plants and see how they do. Keep us posted. Please don't tell me it's some kind of mildew. I don't think it is because it's actually drying. Like it's feels dry. And it's not on all of them. It's just on a few. So I do think it's some kind of nutrient deficiency. But we have an Armenian cucumber right here. And we've got another one right there. And I had my first lemon cucumber right there growing, which is pretty exciting. So, Death, what's your diagnosis? Is there something you know about my cucumber plants that I don't? Everything else seemed to be okay, so I think it's got a... It could be a mildew issue, but the leaves are quite dry. There's no moisture, and my dew point has been around 55, so I don't know. I think it's a deficiency, but if it is a mildew problem, then that's no bueno because these guys have it too then. Oh boy. I'm not sure. I don't want to scare. Yeah, okay. Well, you're scared to death. No, I'm just kidding. I would rather it be a deficiency than mildew for sure. Yes, I don't know. I've seen what downy mildew looks like, and it's like that brown. Yeah, I mean, I really hope I don't have it. I'm hopeful. You know, I've been really brutal with the nutrients, and I think that everything else would have it too, right? Like my cantaloupe and my honeydew would also have it. Yeah, I do not know, you guys. I do not know. Something I'll have to figure out. Damn, now I'm preoccupied because I gotta Google that. But thank you for saying that. That was one of the first things I thought of because I know powdery mildew is wheat and downy mildew is like a brown. And Oh man, I hope that's not the case. If it is the case, we're gonna do a little Lost Coast plant therapy. Maybe I should do it anyways, just to be sure, but I'm gonna have to Google it and see. But damn, I really hope that's not the case. Yeah, send me a pic of yours. You can even upload it to the community if you want. Powdery, like it says, powdery downy mildew is brown, like you said, and will crisp the leaves. Then it's possible. It is possible that that is what I have. I will cry if that is what I have, but that's okay because we have things to mitigate it. It's just if that's the case, I need to act quickly because it could be spreading to my other plants, aka the zinnias, and it could have been there. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying really hard to keep it the humidity, you know, around 55, which is next to impossible right now. But I'm trying, and my dew point is usually around like 56, 7, which a little high. But yeah, I don't know how downy mildew occurs. I wonder if it's the same thing as powdery mildew with too much excess moisture. Oh boy. And then I just finished touching it, so I'm gonna have to get gloves on when we top the peppers. Dang. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. Shit. I feel like I just can't freaking catch a break this week. I hope that's not the case, but it is possible. I'm literally going to end this live now and start spraying my plants. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to move forward, top the peppers, but yeah, I'm definitely preoccupied now. Shit. I've been doing such a good job though at cutting and making sure there's like no humidity and oh no. Yeah, well that sucks. All right, well I guess we'll top the pepper plants now. I didn't even finish, I am the conclusion jumper. I panic right away and I'm like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. That's why I started the grow tent. All right, well, we are going to, oh, I'm down to my last glove. All right, hang tight. I'm gonna go get another box of gloves and yeah, we're gonna top the pepper plants and then we're gonna figure out what the heck we're gonna do with the cucumbers. So don't go anywhere, be right back. I'm back. I also went to my other device so I can Google this really quickly because now I'm tripping the F out. This is what it sounds like when she stops drinking coffee. Yeah, quiet. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. All right. Film is entertaining, not gonna lie. Well, it happens often. I'm trying to hold in the tears right now, you guys. All right, so downy mildew. Now, I'm sure it's not the same with everything, but downy mildew starts off more as yellow. So it starts off more as yellow, and then your leaves start kind of crack. So also it looks like a mildew, like it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. And then as a result, your leaves kind of dry out. So I don't, so this is, I think, I don't know why I can't open this link. So this is an example of downy mildew on a cucumber, and it starts off as yellow. So it's tough to say, right? Because, you know, what a picture on Google shows could be, you know, different circumstance, and maybe that's not why it looks the exact same, but it could still be the exact same. I don't know why am I stupid. This is such an old phone. So I can understand why one would think that this is downy mildew. Yeah, it's honestly, it's really tough to say. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of panicking. This is me spiraling right now because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get rid of everything. Holy crap. Yeah, ooh. Nutrient, I don't even know. You know, I should come up with a guide to nutrient deficiencies, like take pictures of my plants and show all the different deficiencies I have. All right, so I need like a legend of different plant deficiencies to understand, or nutrient deficiencies, understand what is going on specifically with my plants. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't working, but anyways, I'll probably have to do this live. But I'm somebody who, if something is making me anxious, or if it's on my mind, then I can't do anything else until I figure it out. So ooh. pH nutrient availability chart is always the first place I'd start because it's the easiest. Once pH is stable, then could go through the other processes. Yes, absolutely. I know the pH is off 100%. Like I said, I haven't been giving them their nutrients, and that wasn't happening. I gave them bloom and I didn't transition them probably as gradually as I should have. So it is possible that I pointed out the growing cucumbers. True. But yes, honestly, it is so freaking dramatic between the powdery mildew and the pollination and all the crap. I freaking hate cucumbers. Puff puff pass to Death Squad. Puff puff pass to me, you guys, because I need to chill the out. I hope that's not the case. So I'm gonna spend the entire afternoon Googling, trying to justify that I don't have downy mildew. But good catch. And you know what, Death Squad? the reason why I'm panicking as soon as you said that is because the only reason why I discovered what powdery mildew was because I was doing a video and some guy was like, wait a second, what's that on your cucumber plant? You've got like these white things on your cucumber plant. That's powdery mildew. And then Googling it and looking into it, and I was like, oh. And that was my first grow, my first plant, my first experience ever. And I got knocked down so hard that I was like, F this, I don't want to grow anymore, I'm done. And then I started my second run a few months later, and I had the same freaking problem happen. Well, that was also because I got sick and I neglected the garden for a couple weeks because I was like literally bedridden. And yeah, I got PM. And I wasn't monitoring the environment. So I hope nothing, because I've been busting my ass trying to make it perfect in here. And I'm gonna cry. We need your... yeah, I gotta get my head in the game so you guys can just watch. But even if I don't, I'm sure it's probably very entertaining for you guys. Yeah, I do not know what's going on, and I am pretty upset about it, you guys. But we're gonna get things back under control. What other... I'm just Googling different deficiencies. Okay, so nitrogen deficiency is when they're like turning a little yellowish. So it could be potassium, but usually that happens around the outer part of the leaves. Well, that explains the purple leaf. So a phosphorus deficiency is when your leaves are kind of getting purple, and so we have that with the bell pepper. I have no idea, you guys. I have no idea. Well, if it makes you feel better, my farmer friend this past May had baby cucumber plants that caught downy mildew. He's been growing for 40 plus years, and issues like that are still there, sadly. Aw. Nothing you caused, just bad luck. Yeah, no. I'm not beating myself up about it. I've done the best I can. I mean, other than spending money to buy a dehumidifier, I've done everything I can. So it is me, but it's not me. It's like, you know, when you get to a certain point and you're so excited and you're so happy about it, and then something goes wrong, and it just sucks. But that's life. But it freaking sucks. And so that is the life of gardening. You have to have tough skin. You have to be prepared for plants to die or for plants to still be alive, and then you've got to make that call. Do I kill him or do I keep him? And, you know, are you going to sacrifice your whole tent? Or, you know, with something like that, if I'm not going to spray, I got to get rid of everything, because I don't know how quickly it's going to spread. And because I have it on some of the other plants here too, I'm getting a little concerned. I mean, it would be on the tomatoes, and I don't have anything really wrong with the tomatoes, so I shouldn't be touching them. I just went around touching everything. Good morning, Les, or good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Someone will eventually come up, better, more resistant variety. Yeah, so there are more resistant varieties, but I feel like they're genetically modified or something, no? My cukes are supposedly disease resistant according to local garden center. They lasted 4+ months, so I guess they are right to some degree. My guess is dehumidifier is needed because it seems the logical reason, and humidity could be inducing mold or encouraging virus. Absolutely, except I try to keep my humidity around 55. That's the best I can do without a dehumidifier right now. I'm constantly pruning. I've got fans like everywhere. I've got my exhaust blast. I'm constantly assessing the plants, and those cucumbers, like, we just pruned them. That just happened. And I'm thinking it's because on the weekend I added the bloom, or on Monday, yesterday I added the bloom, and I didn't. Yeah, I'll just have to check. Melting down. Yeah, I don't know. I have some, I thought it was a nutrients deficiency in my cucumber plants, and we're just talking about the potential of downy mildew. However, since it is starting from the outer edges, I don't know, but oh my gosh, you guys, I really hope that's the case. If any you have exhaust for the tent too, absolutely, yes, with a carbon filter up there, and it's on full blast. Yes, so I definitely have, my pH is definitely off. I had issues with the system, so I was just filling it with water for a couple of days, just like to keep, we were in survival mode, you guys, so I have to regulate the nutrients. I'll check the pH, I'll check the ppm, I'll see what needs added, and I'll just continue to research downy mildew to see if it could be that. I really hope it's not, but I feel like I can't focus on anything else until I figure that out. It's really stressing me out. Mosaic virus? Les, don't give me a freaking heart attack. What are these freaking random names? What the heck is mosaic virus? Freaking Googling this mosaic virus up. You guys, if I have something wrong with my plants, I'm gonna cry. We should just check the page. Mosaic, what's it called? Mosaic virus. Okay, but I don't have any, so it could be, so I'm looking it up, but that's usually from insects, like sap-sucking insects, contaminated seeds, or so I've never grown those seeds before. Maybe they're bad seeds, like are the seeds contaminated, or is it just nutrients? Like, let's just freaking pH. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been just both in the grow tent and just in personal matters. It's been a hell of a week. I just need a freaking, I don't need a break. I just need it to not be a disease. I get to play in the grow tent all the time, so I don't need a break. I just need answers. I mean, it's not too bad. It should be at 6. It's at 6. It's fluctuating between 6.3 and 6.4, but my water temperature is way too high. Yeah, so my water temperature right now is 23 degrees, way too high. It should be like 20 degrees. Thank you so much, Hippie J. Appreciate you. So, yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm literally going to freak out. I hope it's nothing. I mean, if it is, it's not the end of the world, right? You isolate the plants, you get rid of them, you move on, and everything's fine. It's just, oh my God, SKE Engineering, are you trying to make me cry? I'm just kidding. Yes, Colton, I'm literally going to put some in the freezer and get that going. Experienced cucumbers will always have powdery mildew no matter what. They don't like to live more than a few months before being replaced. Absolutely, but those are new plants, and I've been really being very careful with them. So maybe it's, I don't know what's going on, but oh my gosh, I'm tripping the F out. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to cry. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, all right. Well, hey, at least I harvested one last night. But I got one cucumber from that plant at least. If it is downy mildew, And if downy mildew is similar to powdery mildew, I mean, wouldn't all my, I don't want to speak it, I don't want to jinx it, but wouldn't it be spreading at a faster rate? Literally gonna get online and buy a dehumidifier right now. Oh, thank you so much, Hippie J. I really appreciate you. Yes, I did increase the lights recently. I increased them. I'm not spraying anything with peroxide. It could actually be, no, I was gonna say sometimes when I'm fixing the misting nozzles, water kind of goes everywhere, but oh man, And now I'm wondering, remember the overwatering, the edema that I had on the tomatillos? It's still there. So now I'm like freaking out. Was there a disease and it's to the cucumbers right next to it? But then if that were the case, the melons, the cantaloupe and the honeydew would also be affected because they're the same family. Oh, guys, I dwell on things, like I can't get off of it. So I'm just gonna constantly be freaking out. So this is, I thought this was a nutrient deficiency on this plant for sure. It looks like phosphorus deficiency or something, because this had to keep growing. I just harvested it yesterday, so I think it was having a rough time. But these are the other leaves. I mean, everything looks okay. I've been so freaking careful, you guys. I really don't know. I really don't know, but we've got it on some of the leaves here. And I think it's a nutrient issue as well. I've been so sloppy this last week. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. I hope it's nutrients. It could be because deficiencies usually show on the outside first. But then we've got this. This was like crazy overwatering. I reduced the watering. But I don't know. Maybe it's a disease on these. I thought it was edema. And yeah. What, guys? I think I'm going to get rid of these tomatillo plants. That looks like mold or something white there. I'm not going to risk it. I think I got to get rid of them. The underside, fine on the tomatillo plants. And the cucumber plants, the undersides look the same as the top. So main dad, I'm praying that you're right, because I'm going to be really disappointed. And I know it's not really on me. It could be the seeds. I've never grown from those seeds before. Pray for me, you guys. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to try to get the nutrients back on track. The pH is a little high. I'll do some research today, see if I can kind of isolate the issue, figure out what it is. As for the tomatillo plants, I think I need to get rid of them because, I don't know, man, maybe too much more on the leaves, and I'm afraid that they're going to just introduce something else to my other plants. I really hope that's not the case. Yeah, you know what, guys? Everything is going to be fine regardless. That's something I need to remind myself is, okay, big freaking deal. So let's say you have it. Okay, you had a nice run. You start all over again. But it really freaking sucks, you know? Because I'm trying to get to the point where everything is on track. And not so I can chill, but just so that I can do right by my plants and make sure everything's on track and I'm doing the best that I can. In the last week, I had so many curveballs thrown at me that I don't feel like I was doing the best that I could. And as a result, I've kind of like lost control of my plants. Are you watering the leaves? No. But they are inspiring quite a bit. big question, is everything grown from seed? Absolutely. I don't accept cuttings or anything from anybody. I grow everything from seed. Most of my seeds are all from the same place, either seeds or Urban Harvest. The thing with Urban Harvest is the seeds that I've been trying are mainly either lettuce, which are pretty disease resistant, or peppers, which are also disease resistant. I've never tried their seeds before, and it is possible that that the seeds are contaminated. I mean, I doubt it. You know, they're a pretty reputable company, but Grok. Tons of questions. I haven't grown hydro for many years, and I've forgotten so much. Okay, I'm gonna ask Grok. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask all of those AI peeps or entities. Don't water the leaves. Bottom watering is ideal for cucumbers. I never water the leaves, just get misted from the bottom. All right, guys, I'm definitely going to be doing that. So my pH right now is at 6.3. It's way too high, but that's also because, so I need to chill out and remember that for every action, there's a reaction, right? So I just transitioned them to bloom. And because I've been so preoccupied with this week, I was sloppy about it. I didn't do it gradually. I was just like, F it, let's just, they'll freaking acclimate, just add in the bloom. Let's go, pick up the pace, everything's flowering. And so maybe I wasn't kind enough to my plants. I didn't ease them into it. And so maybe that's what's showing on the leaves. I don't see any mildew. Thank you, AE. Thank you, Main Dad. Thank you. And thank you, first and foremost, Death Squad, because you definitely have a good eye. I'm going to be counting on you during these tent tours to check to see if I've got anything else. Zinc or magnesium. All right, I will definitely check that out. But yes, I'm going to ask Grok. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Wow. See, I'm somebody who, again, I jump to conclusions. I'm like ready to cry and just chop all these plants down now and reset the tent. I'm like, whatever, man, we just did the whole hour in a weekend. Let's do everything else. But it's all good. And this is a learning experience. We're all going to be looking back on this and talking about how we learned about downy mildew. Just started Apocalypse Scorpion seeds. Too late? What are Apocalypse Scorpion seeds? Is that a variety of a pepper? What is that? Yeah, the tomatillo looks funny. You know what, guys? Do I just chop it down right now? Like, I don't want to take any freaking risks. I'm terrified. I don't know why it has that. Like, it feels like over watering. Okay, nutrient fallout is more common than nutrient deficiency. Is that like nutrient lockout? Second hog next to pepper X. Cool. Oh, like the scorpion pepper. Very, very cool. I actually watched on YouTube this guy, I forget what his handle is, but he tries the spiciest peppers in the world, and he tried pepper X, and he looked like he was gonna die. Yeah, guys, so what do you think? Should I get rid of that tomatillo? It's weird. And there's like so much edema on the leaves that there's so much moisture. I'm concerned that that's going to be the breeding ground for the mildew. Help me make the call, you guys. What do I do? Do I get rid of that tomatillo? It's going to present risks later, I think. I decreased the watering like by 50% a while back, and the issue is still occurring on the new leaves. What do I do, guys? I don't know what to do. Like, it could also be nutrient deficiency, but I don't know. I really don't know. I would chop it. All right, you guys, so that's going to be today's live. Okay, Mwafiz, you were in a horticultural program, right? Help us out here. I've got something wrong with my cucumbers, and at first I thought it was a nutrient deficiency, but we are talking about the potential of downy mildew. So I think it's a nutrient deficiency just because I aggressively changed the nutrients, but now I'm starting to panic that it's something more serious. Also, the tomatillo, I don't know if you remember, it had that edema on it. I reduced the watering by 50%, and I cut all the affected leaves, and it's still happening. And then they're starting to burn because they're just so wet. And then I see like, I don't know, it looks funky to me and it's making me nervous. I think I should get rid of this plant. It does not look healthy. The roots look okay, but the top doesn't look okay. And I mean, I'm scared it might be too late. Tristan, I really don't think I have a green thumb. It's because I'm in high school, by the way. I think it's a virus. Well, a virus on the cucumbers or a virus on the tomatillos? All right, let's chop it. I'm not taking any freaking risks. Not fucking doing. Oh, excuse my language. Sorry. Try to keep it clean, but I have fans up there and up here. Where is it? Up there. I need to get some more. All right. We're pulling it. Oh my gosh. I'm like panicking. So tonight I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give them a good spray with the Lost Coast. I'm like freaking panicking, you guys. I'm just gonna put it in a garbage bag for now. What the heck is blight? Oh my gosh. You guys, you're freaking me the F out. This is why I don't Google my symptoms when I don't feel well, because of people like you. Yeah, it's not worth it, Death. I completely agree with you. Bye-bye. Alright, I gotta replace these net pots. Take these contaminated gloves off. Alright, I'm just gonna get I don't think I'm gonna recover emotionally until like, I don't know, a while from now, you guys. I'm just literally buying a dehumidifier right after I get off this live. I have Lost Coast Plant Therapy and Pure Crop, which is incredible. So I will be implementing those tonight, no doubt. All right, so we got some clean net pots. I have a dehumidifier. I got a used dehumidifier, and it was like so freaking dirty, and it had like mold, and so I cleaned it all, turned it on, and it doesn't work. So I gotta buy one. But yeah, please guys, pray for me. You know, if it were a disease, I'm thinking it would be everywhere. You know, hopefully it's just isolated to a couple of plants because it is some kind of variance. It could also be, so it looks like, I was gonna say, it looks like it's on the Armenian cucumber plant, which is already fruiting, but it's not. It's on, I don't know, man. And it's only on one plant, which is weird. I don't know, like, those kind of look like spores. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna get off this live and go have a good cry. Fuck. Ugh. I'm really stressed out now. I'm also trying to figure out if it's like on a different variety, like maybe the issue is only on one variety, but because I didn't label, I can't tell. You are the weakest link. Oh man, fuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to research. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Spray Epsom salt on them. All right, well, I am going to see if I have Epsom salt first of all. No, what I'm gonna do is to get some nutrients in the reservoir. I'm going to give them a good spray with some Lost Coast Plant Therapy tonight. I am going to, I could even do like a CalMag foliar spray if it is magnesium deficiency. And I'm going, see, the thing is, like, I'm scared because if it is a disease, I don't want to give it too much time because it's going to affect everything else. That's a tough one, you guys. I really don't know. I really don't know what to do. Yes, absolutely, Hasholio. Temperature and pH. So I'm gonna, all right, so I'm gonna reduce the water temperature. I'm going to reduce the pH. Obviously it's too high. I'm gonna add in some nutrients. I'm gonna give them a good spray with some either Epsom salt or some Lost Coast Plant Therapy, and we're gonna assess over the next couple of days. Worst comes to worst, we get rid of the plants. I hope it won't affect everything in the grow tent. I've had PM in this grow tent many times, and usually the peppers are unaffected and the salad and herbs are unaffected. So if anything, it would mean getting rid of the tomatoes, but tomatoes look great. So I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Pray for me, everybody, because I really don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I do. I have a plan, but it's stressing me out because it's not a good plan. But it is what it is. So the life of indoor growing, you guys, there's ups, there's downs, there's highs, and there's lows. You know, had a freaking awesome harvest last night, and today I'm ready to cry and throw all my plants out in the garbage. But it's all good. I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you, Death Squad, and thank you so much, Muafiz. I will try the Epsom salt. And thank you, Hippie. Thank you, all of you. Honestly, you guys honestly came to the rescue today. Everyone is so helpful and has so much good information, so many tips. I really appreciate you guys. Yes, these are permanent, so hopefully they'll be okay. Dr. Puffsalot, what's up? Thank you for being here. I would use a sulfur or copper grow for mildew related, cull the bad leaves, or the entire plant. So I got Pure Crop, which I think is sulfur, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm going to really try that. I don't know if it's mildew related. I'll just show you guys one more time. If anybody out there knows what this is, I would have chalked it up to nutrients until we were talking about the potential of a mildew issue. So you guys let me know if you have any idea what this could be. I did just transition them to from a 7-4-10 to a 4-8-7, and I didn't really do a good job at easing them into it. My pH is higher than it should be. It's 6.3, should be at 6.2. And should I go get my microscope, you guys? Mine are outdoors, but still when they get tall and the leaves start to... But these are just... these are new plants, so I don't know. But yeah, I gotta tell if it's mildew even under a scope. I have no idea. Yes, I've got the intake fans on one end of the tent and exhaust on the other end, and it's running all day long. I've got oscillating fans around the tent. I need to get more, but even where I'm standing, like, I feel a breeze for sure. Oh man. Yeah, all right, well, I'm gonna, I guess, Google what it looks like when you look it up under scope and see if I can get more information. I know they're a nightmare to grow, but this plant, I limited myself to one and it did well. Now it's got some nutrient issues, but it was doing okay. I'm more concerned about the other one. The exhaust is in a closed space. There is a door, so I do open it often just to let the air circulate. Like right now while I'm in here, the door to outside open so that there's fresh air exchange. I'm just learning about the importance of the environment of your lung room as well, and that's something that I've never paid attention to. So it is what it is, you guys. Maybe I'm making a mountain of a molehill. Maybe it's just a deficiency. I will keep you posted. We'll be back. Then it's not really exhausting. I know, but it's I can do. I don't really know how else lung room rocks. Is that like a thing, or are you telling me that my lung room rocks? But yeah, anyways, you guys, it is what it is. I will do some research today and try to isolate what the issue is, whether it's pH, nutrients, or a disease. If it is a disease, I'm gonna get rid of the plants. And if it is, like, if it's a thing where, like, this afternoon, I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of them, then I'll hop back on a live. We'll do it on the live, and I'm gonna get rid of the plants if it is a disease and give everything else a good spray down. If it is more likely a nutrient deficiency, then I will focus on that rather than getting rid of the plants. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. At least I have options. At least I have options, because I'm not exactly sure if it is yet. So I will cut the leaf, get it under the scope, a little bit of research, and yeah. Yes, yeah. So my temperature is too high, my pH is too high, and my nutrients is off. Yes, Hasholio, you're 100% right. I have them in my cart. I just got to check out all these things add up, you know. But yeah, now I have no choice. Like, I don't like to do research. Comes to times like these, I have no choice, because it's either I sit back and I just wait and sacrifice my whole tent, or yeah. All right, so I'm gonna fans, get a dehumidifier, get my research going on, and let's get our act together, you guys. How old is new? Well, they started flowering a week ago, so they're 5 weeks from seed. But it is probably downy mildew. They do add up. A healthy, vigorous plant is the #1 defense against pests and diseases. Cucumbers, you're doing great. Thank you so much. Hey, Brian. Thank you for being here. Yeah, 5 weeks is young. I know. Ugh. All right. Well, maybe I should get off here and go research so that I can figure that one out. But thank you guys. Today was a big one. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you all for being kind and for being respectful and for helping me figure out what the issue is and diagnose what is wrong with my plants. I really, really appreciate the support. So on that note, I'm gonna sign off, and I am going to figure out what the problem is, and hopefully I do it with enough time to spare where if it is something serious, I get rid of the plants and I salvage everything. So if I do in the next couple of hours decide that they need to go, I will hop on a live and we will do it together, and we will give them the proper send-off they deserve. I've almost killed my plants a lot. I'm a beginner. Don't let it get you down. I'm not about, you know what? I don't care. I have to get rid of the cucumber plants. I just don't want to take too much time and sack ice anything else. Oh, blight. Oh boy. All right. Well, before I start to panic and bawl my eyes out, I'm going to get, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I will keep you posted if I go live later. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, better than mine will be, I'm sure. But yeah, sending you guys all positive vibes. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your contributions and all your support. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we will see you either later or tomorrow. Thank you so much.